Salvete omnes, nomen mihi caricus. Thank you for joining me for Novus, and my attempt at simulating a new player experience, trying to identify what the game actually tells the player and what it doesn't. So far, I've gone through the grotto. I have made a Scourge of the Undead Cleric, and when the game has given me guidance, I have taken that guidance even if I thought that guidance was wrong. Pretty much the only decision that I've made for myself, and even that was semi-informed by what the game has told me, was taking the Night Shield spell as opposed to the Inflict Wounds spell. It did tell me to go through and change spells, so some person may look at that spell and decide to use it. There's a bunch of spells there. People could do whatever. All right, so we've been told that these swirling runes tell us that there's a quest. Choose a difficulty setting. All right, important information. The dungeon's difficulty setting affects how hard the monsters are. Harder settings give you better XP and treasure. When you finish the highest difficulty setting available, then the next highest difficulty is unlocked. You cannot use hirelings in the solo setting. No indication of what hirelings are. I mean, that's important information, but... Alright, so normal is the highest I can go, but it's telling me that I can do it on hard if I do it on normal first. Cool. Good information. Investigate the crypt.
Coming from deep in the crypt, you hear the strange and unsettling echoes that Kaya spoke of. And by the
But see, I don't.
A grim-faced
I
man
don't hear anything.
glares at you.
There really should be something going on. I don't hear any of that. All right, so let's talk to him. I haven't seen you before. You're new to Korthos? Well, you should go back up to the village. This crypt is falling apart. You could trip on some rubble and hurt yourself. The villagers are talking about some strange noises down here, and I'm going to investigate. Let me pass. You're the crypt keeper? Aren't you supposed to be maintaining this place? I'll go with sarcastic. Who has time for menial chores with Korthos' impending doom? Sawagan want to destroy the village, and the only safe people are the ones who join their devour cults. Mark my words, in a month's time, the only people left in Korthos will belong to the cult. Well, that's not very encouraging. We'll see. But now I need to make sure there are no cultists in the crypt. Let me pass.
Strange. Sarcophagi line
I'm going
the
to try not to
walls,
let the
but they're
DM
broken open
voice talk
and
over
empty.
itself.
Where did the bodies go? You notice
Spot
something
hidden.
strange about the wall to the west. If you search the wall, you may discover more.
All right, so my search isn't high enough, but it's not telling me that. Okay, so I didn't find anything. Thanks for pointing that out. And put my shield on.
What were those cultists? A treasure chest glimmers in the dark passage here. Though rusty, this longsword is still sharp. It's a slashing weapon, perfect for slicing through putrid zombie flesh that would resist puncturing or bludgeoning weapons.
All right, the game is implying I need to equip this. And I am realizing that I am proficient with longswords, so that's good.
There's a Sahuagin in here, performing some kind of ritual.
Come, dead son of Korthos, rise and do my...
The altar glows with dark power, and the Sahuagin continues.
Kill everyone in
The
Okay.
Sahuagin were using this vile Devourer
weird.
altar to create undead. This must
Destroy
not
the
be
Devourer
allowed to
altar. Okay.
continue. A magical crest appears from the destroyed altar. If you take it with you, it may be useful later. You
Okay.
continue to hear cultists about their evil work from further inside the crypt.
See, I don't hear anything. I should be hearing things. Weird way to say that. Let me go back to my original weapon set.
As you slay these foul cultists, take care to keep your own health up.
Okay. Health is fine.
Another treasure chest. Perhaps the cultists brought this heavy mace is a
Okay,
bludgeoning
now I
weapon,
have a heavy mace,
ideal
so
for
I'm not going to
smashing
take that.
apart skeletons. Their bones are resistant to puncturing or slashing weapons. There's another Sahuagin. It croaks.
Cragwolf Heyton, in life you served the light. But in death, you shall serve the Devourer.
These Devourer altars will create a blight. Another crest drops out as you smash the altar. There might still be other altars elsewhere in this crypt.
Okay, let's look at the map. I have been told how to use the map. Alright, I haven't been this way. One damage. One to 6 points of light damage. Right.
A magical barrier blocks the way, and behind it, another Sahuagin performs unholy rituals at a Devourer altar.
Okay.
This
So I need an
barrier
octopus
appears
socket.
linked to 3 sockets in the wall. If you find the crests to
Search for
those
3 crests
sockets,
and return them
it
to the
may
wall
allow
sockets
you
next to the magical
passage.
shield. Okay, I know what rest shrines are. I'm doing way more damage with this mace.
In the middle of this chamber is an evil Devourer altar. By it, a Sahuagin rumbles.
For generations, the human Heytons have forestalled us.
The Sahuagin's plan must have been to use these Devourer altars to... When the altar collapses, a third crest appears.
Alright, so I
It
have the crest of the
glows
octopus.
with
That's the last one I was
cold
looking
magic.
for. I haven't learned a whole lot in this. I've learned a little bit about bludgeoning and slashing. There's a chest here.
There's something odd on the wall.
Okay, spot
Possibly
danger.
dangerous. If you search, you may be able to find out more.
Nope. Alright. There's clearly a trap there, so I'm not going to go do it.
You fit the last crest in place, and the magic shield dissipates.
Destroy the altar in the chamber.
Sahuagin
Okay, so this
inside
is telling me to destroy
Spits
the
out
altar.
in a venomous voice.
So that's going to be my
These
focus.
fools who would keep Korthos shall be consumed by
The last Devourer altar shatters.
Okay. You have 1 action point to spend, and you can spend it... I didn't have time to read that. But I did see the symbol. Okay, and I see the symbol up there, so let's see what it tells me.
Your bold action saved Korthos, and brought the Sahuagin's fell scheme to naught. The treasure chest in the antechamber is now yours.
By opening the enhancements window from the main menu. Okay, so it told me about enhancements. Loot all. Click finish. I was told to do that. Okay, first quest down. That's a little difficult for me to distinguish between what I was able to do from that, because I knew the quest and what wasn't. But you know, I one has to assume that after making it through the grotto, you know how to attack, you know how to fight, you know how to open doors, you know how to use levers, that kind of thing. All right, so let's go talk to her again. And then we'll do some research on... All right. No other persona. I was afraid you'd been hurt. Did you look in the crypt? What's in there? The Sahuagin were resurrecting the Heytons, turning their bodies into undead minions. But don't worry, I put a stop to it. Oh, how horrible. But what about... Did you find Lars Heyton? Was he? You didn't find a trace of him down there? So he could still be alive. Oh, Noah Persona, you've done me a world of good. Okay. So concentration +1, will save +1. I've been told those are important. Curse, curse, curse. Yeah, no curse.
Some of the braver villagers tried to stem the Sahuagin tide, but their courage led to naught but grievous injuries. Korthos needs someone with more than just guts.
All right, help out Baldar the Bold, help out Linus Wire, help out Kaja, and that's been completed. Okay, cool. Okay. As word of your deeds spread, others seek help against the foul cult. Look for Linus Weird near the Wavecrest Tavern. Some of the brave villagers tried to stem the Sahuagin tide, but their courage led to naught but grievous injuries. Korthos needs someone with more than just guts. Baldar the Bold can be found across from the village gates. Okay. All right, so this tells me to go to the main menu and look at the enhancements. No hints. No help whatsoever. Okay. Oh, this is great. I mean, what does somebody even do here? Do you literally read like every possible thing? All right. +1 fortitude. Now, I know that means +1 fortitude save. Choose between melee and ranged attack. Melee attack. Smite your enemy with a melee attack that deals an additional 2 weapon damage, +2 to armor class, +2 fire spell power, +5 light spell power. Sounds tempting. I'm not a ranged character, so yeah. For each action point spent in this tree, you gain half universal spell power and 1 positive energy spell power. These stack effectively, giving 1.5% bonus to base healing of positive energy spells. Don't understand any of that. I have no context or information about what any of that meant. That is entirely gibberish. It is entirely gibberish. Follow the path of light or dark. Negative energy spell power, no idea what that is. For each point of light or negative energy spell power gained from Divine Disciple, you gain about a point in each alignment spell power. You also gain a point in each alignment spell power. Alignment spell powers include chaotic, lawful, evil, and soul. Don't have any idea what that is. +5 light energy spell power. For each point of light or negative energy spell power gained from the Divine Disciple, you also gain a point in each alignment spell power. Again, no context. I have no idea what any of these things are for. I have some idea that this has to do with my race. I what is a new player supposed to do here? This is very frustrating. There, and I don't know how to do this. I mean, other than watching multiple videos on YouTube or scouring the wiki, I don't know how somebody comes to an understanding. I don't even know what to do in a lot of these situations. I've never played caster cleric. I think that's the divine disciple tree. But this isn't telling me. You know, I mean, if I when I was a war priest of Sybaris, and I am still playing that character, by the way, I just did war priest because it matched with my name. But there's no scourge thing here. There's no scourge or font. So, you know, if you're doing one of those, where's the guidance? There's nothing that says this is the healing tree. This is, and see, that's the thing. Like in Lord of the Rings Online, you have like what red, blue, yellow, and somebody can tell you, oh, yellow is the tank tree or whatever it is. I've probably got that wrong. All right. But because DDO is so much more complicated, there isn't a tank tree or anything like that. Like, I mean, Radiant Servant doesn't tell me healer necessarily. What do these do? You are the voice of your chosen path. You gain a new level 1 spell-like ability. I don't even know what a spell-like ability is. Sacred Defense. Saving throws. Cool. More spell power. Now, does this explain spell power? Universal spell power. So I've been playing this character for an hour and a half. Just doing what the game has told me to do. And my personality's I'm stuck. If I had no idea where to go for information, I would honestly I would probably pick this because it made some sense. What are you? Divine Might, Battle Trance, get an insight bonus to attack, damage, and DC attack feats. At some point, I got to realize though that I was trying to do spellcaster, right? No indication that I can right click, so I'm going to close. Open it back up again. Healing power. Okay. I wasn't the healer. Emissary. I mean, it's spell power. All right. Go with Divine Emissary of Light. Sure. Nimbus of Light. Okay. Some more spell power. Requires character Divine Vitality, Channel Divinity. Target ally gains spell points. The ability cannot target yourself. Wonderful. Your studies have increased your maximum spell points by an additional 30. Okay, well, that sounds good too. Again, no guidance whatsoever as to what I'm supposed to do with this. We'll start on the left. No idea how to use it. Now, in fairness, I have taken stuff from my character sheet to the thing, but let's, just for sake of argument, I can't drag it. Open your character sheet to the enhancement tab. Okay. I can see that. All right. Sure. All right. So, big frustration there with the enhancement tree system. It is, in my mind, one of the more confusing elements of the game, especially since it references almost every aspect across, all the trees. It references almost every other aspect of the game, all of the stats, all the skills, everything. And if you don't know what you're doing, you don't know what to do. And I would find that overwhelming, and I did find it overwhelming, which is why I went out and found other people to help me through that process, to help me understand. And I'm glad those people are out there, and I hope somebody comes to my videos and gets help there. But there's really, nothing here in the game. So that's a big thing that I think needs to get taken care of is helping someone understand either the enhancement trees themselves or how to find out more about them. Okay. Gratias vobis ago. Thank you so much for watching. And I'll see you next time for whoever I run into next, which I know is Linus, but Si waletis, ego walio, walete.